Okay, hello everyone. My name is Shreya Jamsandekar. I am currently studying in Bharati Vidyapeeth Women's College of Engineering. I am in my fourth year of computer engineering branch, and today we are going to look at some placement preparation suggestions, advice uh, throughout this whole slide. So I know that there have been a lot of or videos on how to prepare for your placements. There are aptitude trainings, coding trainings, and all of them are equally important. But in this video, I will try to cover some of the other things you can do to build up your confidence or in general improve your skills throughout not only the placement process but even when you are finally selected and starting your internship trainings or actually starting your job. So let's head right into it. Um, there are four things that I will be covering throughout this video. The first is self-learning mini projects. The second is logic orientation in coding. The third is improving your network. And the fourth is standing out. So, going to the first introduction, I have gone through the process of placements, and it can be a bit scary, it can be a bit fun. The key is not to fret, just go with the flow, enjoy the whole thing. Um, and everyone has gone through placements. It's a whole different thing. So try to enjoy it. Coming to the first one, self-learning mini projects. So mini projects I feel are one of the most important things or one of the most helpful self-learning process that any student can go through. It not only clears up your theory, it helps you solve different problems. It helps you really understand different concepts, and you never know which concepts can be used in which situations. Like for example, in the first year of the pandemic, when I was in third year, basically, I had started learning or had started doing a mini project on object detection, and at that time there wasn't really any need for object detection, or no one really told me explicitly that we have to start doing machine learning projects. And after a few months, when honor course were um, introduced into our curriculum, a lot of the concepts that I had learned in that while doing that project, I was able to easily use in the data science honor course. So you never know whatever you learn in mini projects can be used where. And not only that is of course important in your CV, um, and it can improve your skills. It can also help you understand which areas you find interesting. So I would say just do a mini project for the sake of doing a mini project or for just adding a bunch of projects into your CV. Try to actually find something that will help others, or try to find some problem that you can actually try solving with the project that you make. So plan your idea would be the first step I would suggest while doing your mini project. Find something that you think that, oh, if I use some of these techniques in this problem, it will make this difference, or something of that sort. The second step I would suggest is prepare your flow. Um, Try to understand how your app or whatever project you are designing is going to be like, the UI, the backend, the middle in the interfaces basically between it. That will give you a more clear idea of how you want your project to be. The third is execute your vision. Um, Start developing. Don't just keep planning and planning. Start making codes. And I know it is not, you can't just directly jump into it, but if you start doing it, you will start getting problems. You will start searching for those problems. And there are websites like Stack Overflow, Google. There is no answer that you cannot find on Google. You just have to ask the right questions. So start executing your vision. And the last and most important step is to share your creation. Give it to people, try to understand what they would suggest. And take it as a constructive criticism, because after all, if they are the users, then they have a better idea, or they have a third point or third view of how they would want your project to be. And who knows, maybe it would make a bigger impact than you think. So yeah, sample small mini projects, medium projects. You don't need to have this big vision or this huge project that you want to do. Start with something small and you will be surprised how useful it is later on. Okay, so the second is logic oriented coding. Now, the reason I've written logic oriented coding is I've seen a lot of people um, concentrate on the programming language than the actual coding. They go after the syntax, they go after how each programming language should be written. They boast about how they know these many languages, but knowing many languages is not, and not being able to have a good logic oriented coding on any of them is not useful at all. In the placements, there are always options for all types of languages, everything from C++ to Ruby to Python to Java, all of them are always an option. They don't look for a specific language. There are very few companies that need specific languages. They look for how you build the logic on based on the problem that they've given. That is more important, I feel, than trying to learn a lot of languages. I would suggest you start with one that you find completely useful, completely interesting, and you start writing programs on it instead of focusing on the syntax. Once you understand how you want the logic to be written, once you understand what logic you want, it's fairly easy to write it. So here I've written a few things that could help while programming. So, programming is about solving problems. May take a big problem, break it down into smaller ones, and try to figure out how these small problems can be written or find their logic, and then you can try to find out how that language is used. Learn standard algorithms. There are binary search, quick sorts. You can start learning those and keep practicing. I know it's sort of hard at the start because even I went through a phase where I really didn't like coding. But once I will urge you guys to think that just start doing it. You may or may not enjoy it more than you think. And the last is learn from experiences. Of course, once you practice, you'll remember the different problems that you faced and how you could find the solutions. This, I would also add experiences from your mini projects that you do. You will learn a lot faster. I have written a quote beside it. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. I've seen people just plan and talk and think that they're going to do this language, that language, but just start doing it. It will make a difference. Then going to your next heading, it is improving your network. Now, as college students, I feel we have the most amazing time talking and meeting different people. This is the most important phase, I feel. Uh, Go to student clubs, intra-college competitions, webinars, public speaking organizations, hackathons, seminars, anything that you can find, attend it. And it's not just for attending. The people you meet there, the things you learn from them, you will never learn just sitting in a classroom. Um, and going to such organizations, you do you face different situations. You start developing that presence of mind. You understand how people have gone through different things, how you can go through different things, how you can improve yourself, and it's really amazing to see different people, not just from our background, but of tech background basically, but of all these different fields, and there is always something to learn from them. So keep improving your network. LinkedIn is always a great option, I feel. because everyone there is extremely helpful. So keep talking to people, keep meeting people, keep have experiencing different things. Um, I feel this is one of my most important points. I feel because whatever you do, whatever experiences you feel, it reflects on everything that you do. You get more confidence when you actually do or go to these things. So that would be my third suggestion. Improve your network. And the last but not the least, of course, is stand out. So standing out is, I would say, add a little bit of your magic to whatever you do. Now, I know assignments may or projects may seem like something that is just monotonous and something that we have to do, but I would extremely urge everyone to just put a little bit of your thought or your hard work or your magic, I would say, into it. Um, Keep thinking your own way. Don't just do things because others are doing it. I'll give you an example of, based on the placement process that we are talking about right now. A simple question like introduce yourself can have so many varieties of answers, so many different things. How many of you start your introductions with, my name is this, I have studied at this? We do that. It is, of course, part of the whole introduction. But after that, do you then go directly to your certifications? I did this project, done. No, you can tell about your characteristics. I find this part of my personality the most uh, amazing, or I find this part of my personality something that you, as an interviewer, will find uh, interesting. And then you can tell that this, because of this personality of mine, I did this. So, this is an example, of course, but try to put your own thoughts into whatever you do. Okay. Um, this is actually a timeline that I wrote on the 4 years of college. Uh, so basically, in the first year, I would not suggest directly jumping into major coding things. Just learn your basics of programming, focus on your subjects, understand different algorithms. Have written focus on your subjects because if in the first year everything is new, the college, you need a little bit of time to understand how the college works. So try to keep up with the curricular subjects there. In the second year, you can start writing your own projects. You can start taking part in activities, making small projects that you find interesting. Here, second year is the time where you can explore different domains, anything. You can cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, ML, data science, anything, cloud computing. Just dive into it, see if this is, if you don't find it interesting, go to the next subdomain. But this is also the year, this is the year where you explore the most. Start solving aptitude problems in this year, because it does get a little hectic in third year, if you start then. In third year, make sure you do your mini project well. There are interview questions on your mini project that you do for third year. Once you've explored the domains in the second year, try to do something in those domains. In third year, certifications, projects, anything. Internships are as important as the mini projects you do because you actually get an exposure to how companies work if you do an internship. Then third year placements also do arrive. The one advice that I would give all the students is do not take the acceptance or rejections to your heart. There are always better things coming your way. Just go with the flow. And the fourth year, just keep learning, apply all that you've learned into not only your final year project, but everything you do. And look back at the journey you've had because certainly coming to fourth year is itself an achievement. So enjoy the journey that you have. So summing up everything, I'll just say 4 lines. Make many inventions as you can, and be as innovative as possible. Don't just learn for the sake of it. Understand everything that you do. keep facing or experiencing different situations, meeting different people, and finally put your own magic in everything you do. So thank you so much. Here is my email address in case you guys want to contact me. And I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.